communication.
Hey, this is Tam Moonstar. This is VA Nights, and tonight's topic is relationships. And who better to have this conversation with my two dopest homegirls, Kendra and Tyheedia. This is not hard. Okay,
It's going to be great.
it is. It's definitely gonna be great. Okay, so you know how I always started. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be riding with me. Y'all be rocking with me. The first question I always ask is like, what is your definition of relationships? Relationship. Kendra.
Okay. So my definition of a relationship is two people with common interests and a common goal.
Okay.
Healthy.
I like it.
Healthy.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. What you think, Ty?
So for me, it's different. I mean, we don't have to start with common interests, but eventually we should get there. But a relationship for me should be somebody that I can laugh with and be myself with. That's the main thing. And then after that, I think everything else will kind of like fall into place. Right. As long as I can be myself with that person and I don't have to put on airs or do anything different. I think that's what
steady.
Yeah.
Okay. So I see that when it comes to us and I guess people that are in our position. You know what I'm saying? We older and we already have No, like, you know, we ain't 19 no more. You know what I'm saying? And when we was 19, we picked relationships on the base of, you know, he cute or like, I like
shallow.
Yeah. You know, I like certain things about
aesthetics.
him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like though, like the answers that we come up with, you know what I'm saying, the conclusions that we come up with is more so and from our experience. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, like I said, it was like it was the 90s. You know, who give a damn about that back then? But when you choose relationships now, currently, who is there a question of how you choose people to be in your circle? Like, how does that work out for you? Because we're always meeting new people, whether it's a new job, you meet them at the gas station, like what is that? So how do you choose them? Go ahead, Kendra.
So, I'm big on energy.
Okay.
I'm very big on energy and how we mesh organically.
Okay. Right.
Because I want to feel like it's genuine. Like you're not being somebody that you think I want you to be.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
So if that's the energy that I receive, then I'm willing to.
Okay. And it does, to me, it doesn't matter where I see him or her or them. You know, it could be at work, it can be on a dating site, it can be somewhere, like I said, in a goddamn gas station. Like, it doesn't matter because you meet people everywhere. So the choices I choose to make for my own self, I'm just like, okay, I just want to make sure like you say, it's comfortable for me. You know, because y'all know I'm like an introvert. Don't seem like it. But I am. And this, I be struggling like every day, you know what I'm saying? So I have to choose people that I can be myself with.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right.
So
it's like that. It's always like that for me. Like as long as I can be myself around people at work, people, like if you can understand, once you get to know me and you know who I am, then like we're all good. I just want to be like y'all know me.
Right. Absolutely.
So
we cut up.
Yeah, just all the time.
Mind you, y'all don't know, but we already was cutting up before prior to, you know. So, you know, doing what we do, drinking wine, eating, having a good time, you know, because it's still early. It's still early. You know, the liquor store's still open. Okay?
Exactly. But that's the thing, as long as I don't have to pretend.
Right.
And that's what any people at work, if I feel like I have to pretend with somebody, whether or not they're pretending, if I feel like I have to pretend, then I don't want to do this. Right. I'm like, I don't want to be around that person because I got to be fake.
Right. I don't know if I've ever pretended.
I don't think you have. I don't think you have. Everybody's always like, bring Kendra.
I don't know that I've ever. Well, I can't say that I've never pretended because I have been in a position where I have been what I thought somebody wanted me to be.
Exactly. Right. So what's the dynamics when it comes to that? You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like you are trying to appease, you know what I'm saying, for the relationship or whatever.
Right. I think it had to do with the setting.
Okay.
Like
okay.
where he met me at.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you meet me in a setting, so he met me in a setting that was more professional. So then that's what he had locked in his brain, and then that's what that's the box that I stayed in.
Yeah, that's what you became.
Okay. So so I'm gonna change it a little bit. So you're in a relationship, everything seems to be going well. Things tend to change as you get older, as you start growing. What do you do? How do you adapt? You know what I'm saying, when it comes to that. And it can still be friends, you know what I'm saying, because everybody, everybody's different, So how do you
So I got this one.
Okay.
I've been married for 20 years. So I've been with my husband for a long time. So I met him when I was 18 years old. 18. Met him when I was 18 years old, and we got married when I was 20. He was 22. 22.
Okay.
So over the course of these last 20 years, I have changed. And it was difficult for him because I was not the person. He would say that like I was different, but I wasn't different. I was growing up. So he had to learn how to grow, how to adapt to the person that I was becoming.
Right.
And it wasn't, so I mean, it happens. It can be difficult. There were times when I didn't know who was going to make it because I didn't feel like I was changing. I just felt like I was maturing.
Right.
Like the things that I liked when I was 19, well, I don't like them no more.
Because men tend to, and it's a fact, they tend to grow differently and a little bit slower than we do.
Not at the same rate.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because just like you said, so when you start getting, you're maturing, it was like your 20s, like that?
I want to say probably.
What'd you say?
She said some stupid shit. I want to say, no, honestly, I would say like after I had my first daughter. Okay. I want to say like when I turned, so I had Alicia I had her at 22.
Oh.
I had Alicia at 22. So, so my situation is also different because I'm a military wife. Okay. So I was home alone by myself, raising not just my daughter, but my stepson, and he was gone. So you can't go from being 19 and having a great time to now you're 22 with two kids and a husband who's like
going out to sea. He's
he's part-time home, so that makes you mature fast, makes you a little resentful at times, and I think that's where the changes look like we came because it wasn't so much that I wanted to be a different person. I don't think I just became a different person. Not resentful, just like more focused. Like everything felt like it was my responsibility. And he just came in and got the he got the fun shit.
I can see that. Exactly. I can see that because like you said, you was dealing with more of the responsibility. You had the daughter, you had the son, you was dealing with the house. He was out there.
One price. Working, you know what I mean? I wasn't stay at home.
This is all topic for all time. I swear to God. Listen, I'm never gonna forget the day I was asleep. It was almost time for me to go to my job. I was working at Winn-Dixie. Girl, and I was a bookkeeper at Winn-Dixie, and I remember I was taking a nap on the couch. I love taking a nap on the couch. Okay. Still. So Ty called me and she was like, I need your help, Tim. I need your help. And I said, what's going on? She was like, you can have nobody in one price.
No staff.
No staff. And I was just like, okay. All right. We got it. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand, you're dealing with the different climatics of like work, and the struggles and the stress. Yeah. And then you still got to come home and take care of the kids and then your parents and things like that. Not that it was a burden. But just the different, sectors that you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis.
So it changed me.
Yeah.
And it changed our relationship because he was used to our relationship being tyheedia at home and all happy to see him when he come back from sea, because it was just me and I couldn't wait to see him when he got back there. But now when he got back there with all these, like the two kids and I still had to work, you still got to work. You're like, all right, you here. Now pick up some shit. Come do some shit for me.
Right.
I have a thought bubble.
Okay.
So as I listen to you speak, I feel like maturing because you have children and maturing in your womanhood is two separate entities.
Mhm.
That's why I jokingly said 30 because
yeah, I agree with that.
The mature that I had to be because I was a young parent was separate from my maturing into my woman.
Right.
I hear you.
Right. Yeah. Because if it was a man in your position, you know, that still would be, hopefully, that still would be the same type of maturing. You know what I'm saying? You dealing with the responsibilities.
Right.
You making sure shit get done. Mm-hmm. You know, it's no equivocations when it comes to that. So, yeah, that is.
And I think it's two separate entities. Mm-hmm. Because dealing with your unit as you mature and become young parents and mm-hmm. a young couple, aside from you becoming yourself, your own woman within yourself from 20 to when you start becoming your own person, or was it one for me? It wasn't one big party. Oh, I've matured, I'm a parent, and then I came into to embrace everything that is Kendra and what Kendra likes. I feel like it was separate from me.
Right.
I mean, I think I'm still doing that though.
Yeah.
I think that's like an evolution. I think I'm still finding like what Tahita likes. Mm-hmm. So for me, it was more so the change from like motherhood, from like just a wife, like from just being he and I mm-hmm. to like now maybe me and his son, him and his son, like every now and then, like he would come down for like the summers or something. Right. To now it's like me, an infant, a little, you know, like a kindergartner, and now like by will, like it's just Tahita home by herself. So for me, I think like that maturity, that change in me that he saw came because of those things, not so much of like, oh, like I'm grown, like I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I'm not 25, I'm 30. It was it was a fast maturation for me because I had to grow up. I had no choice. Right. I had to get kids in school. Yeah, and then we would pack up and move. Like y'all remember, it was 24, 25 we moved across the country all by myself.
It sure was.
Yeah, when I was young, and then I got there, and then he left me there. He had to go to Mississippi, and it was like, all right, so
we were fresh out of one price.
Exactly.
A long time ago.
Exactly.
I didn't even think, you know, when you think back on it, you just like, I don't realize.
That's how, and then I had nobody there, so you figure like it was me now, a 3-year-old, and then while like little Willie wasn't there, it was like just me and Alicia. So now we in San Diego and everybody back in Virginia, all my friends, my family, and it's just me and my 3-year-old. Right. So I'm like, it was just I think the
thing with you, and this is kind of off topic, but on topic, I know you have this adaptability thing about you, Ty. Mm-hmm. You know, you able to adapt to whatever the situation is. You know, whatever comes to you, you able to like, all right, this is how I'm gonna handle it. Boom, 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 and then this is what you do. And it's you know, it's always like top tier. You know what I'm saying? You don't cut no corners when it comes to it. So I'm you know, that's why I rocks with you.
Yeah. You know, I don't have a choice.
Yeah, no.
Shit fall apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can be, and you can't be a absentee spouse.
Right.
When your spouse is in the military. Like,
yeah, because both of them go.
Yeah.
That way.
Yeah. I'm just saying, not even like the spouse, like for the household. Mm-hmm. So I believe like the children, because I could have been a military wife with no kids and been out here wild. But I could have been. Right. Like he could have been going and I could have been 25 still behaving how I was at 19. Mm-hmm. But I think the kids and the fact that I had to run a household by myself is what made me change.
So that brings me to, it was a long distance relationship. Even though y'all was married, it was a long distance relationship. So how is that, you know what I'm saying? How is that? Do you condole it or do you rock with it? How is that for you when it comes to like a long distance one? Then
come on, long distance.
Now I wouldn't want a long distance relationship.
Okay, but
I have been in long distance relationships, and because I like my space, it was convenient.
Okay.
To a certain degree, it's convenient because I talk to you. We still have that communication base. but you're not in my space.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're here, we have fun.
Mm-hmm.
While you're here for that negative time, and then when you're gone.
Okay.
So I think to be completely honest, it was convenience. I liked it because it was convenient for me because I like my space.
But you don't prefer it.
But I don't prefer it, and I don't want it now.
Yeah.
Like now, I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't even entertain a long distance relationship. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't say I wouldn't entertain it. I don't prefer it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I like it. Because I like my space, and it's what I'm used to.
Okay,
now right,
but that's what you know,
I'm
right?
used to it, but I also am like a Sagittarius through and through. I want to be by myself. Even like it could be everybody, like the kids in everybody's house, and I'll go up there and play solitaire by myself. It's a solitary game, and that's how I like to be. So when he's home, that's an adaptation for me. I'm like, he in my space. And it's not fair because I've been a spouse for the last 20 years. Like,
but he's been gone a lot.
Right.
Has been gone a lot. And that is what I like. So now I have to get used to him being in the house every day.
I'm going to say this too, Ty. Come on. I'm going to say this. When he's not there, don't do that. When he's not there, you looking
I'm
for
sad.
him. Yeah.
I like him there.
Yeah.
I just want him back.
Then
I
want you in the house, but I want to play solitaire by myself.
Downstairs, watching whatever you want.
Like, don't come up here. Yeah. That's how I feel. I just want you down there to know you down there, and then when you go, I'm like, I see up here.
Yeah, because we all need it. I feel like, and I'm gonna do another. I always say this shit. I'm gonna do an episode or show or topic on like femininity. I'm gonna put that out there with like how it balances with the masculine, because you want him there. I'm saying that to say you want him there, but then he doesn't have to be there. But then you're just like, if something happens, it's a bug or something going, he'd be like, well, where you at? You know what's going on. You look, girl, don't do that.
I'm killing them bugs, girl. Because I've been alone for so long. Like, I'm going to kill that bug. I'm not calling him to come get that bug.
Yeah. Girl, I'd be scared, but I'll kill the motherfucking bug. My nerves be shot. I'm like, bam! I'm like, bam! And I do it, I spray it with Clorox.
I like him there for the stuff like, when, sometimes it's, what I like him there for, to be honest? I sleep better at night when he's there.
The security?
Yeah, it's the security. Okay. Because, when I got alarm system and everything, I sleep better when he's there. And I'm like, I just go to sleep. If you'll come up there, I'm like, you secure the perimeter, which means that you check all the doors and everything's locked. But even if he didn't, like I still sleep easier when he's home as opposed to when he's gone. Now I sleep, but I don't sleep like I do when he's there. Right. And it's just like I can.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely some symbolic energy type thing. Don't get me started. Shut up, Tam, almost time, but that's how I feel about that. So, all right. So when it comes to we grow, like I said, and we become different, and hopefully we get better. So when it gets to a certain part, when it comes to different relationships, you know what I'm saying, and maybe it's mostly the relationships that you had when you were younger. What is the extent that you will go to maintain a relationship that you know or you feel like isn't the best for you? You know what I'm saying? It's
a friendship.
Yeah,
whatever.
Mostly a friendship, So what is let me see how I want to say this.
When is enough enough?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
When is enough enough? When I've overextended myself and it's still not being welcome. Right. Because I'm 10 toes down. Right. If I love you, I love you.
Right. Right. And it can be friends.
Good, bad, ugly. Right.
Yeah.
Good, bad, ugly. So if I'm overextending myself and it's not being received, then I gotta check out. Because now you're taking energy that I could be giving to somebody who actually loves.
So give me an example, like what will dictate that for you? You know what I'm saying?
If there's no communication, if I'm reaching out, if I'm calling you, I'm like, damn, is she all right? I'm gonna call you again. I send you a text. I'm like, all right, now. At first, I may be upset because you're not answering. Then I'm genuinely concerned. Okay, I'm like, okay, now for real. what's going on.
Right.
I may even ride past here.
Mm-hmm.
Did you wake up alive?
I'm doing a wellness check.
I know. Did you wake up dead this morning?
Right.
And then after so often, then you're abusing my love.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, that's how you want to fly. That's how it's gonna fly.
I think for me, it is more of a thing where I've been going through and trying to progress better, differently, and into being myself. You know what I'm saying? Being comfortable with who I am and being able to be comfortable with it and be able to put that out to everybody else. So I feel like for me, it is more of a thing where you don't understand me, you don't know who I am, or you're not being what is the word? You're not like that's Tam. You know, that's what it is.
She won't be there.
Yeah, you know that you're not giving me that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want me. It's just like I want to be able to be who I am when it comes to dealing with you. I don't want to have to be in a space where I have to be stuck in who I was pretending to be. So with me, any relationship, it can be family, friend, foe, dealing with a man. I want to be able to be exactly who I am. And if I'm not getting that, or I'm feeling a certain way, if I'm on the phone with you, I'm like, I gotta figure out how to talk to him, how to say this situation. Like, nah, I don't want to do that. We're not doing that. So I feel like that's where that is. And I can deal with somebody I've known for like years, but as I continue on my growth, it's just like it's just something they're not ready for. Like y'all, I guess y'all knew the inkling of how I am. Shut up. So it was just like, y'all get a little side eye, like, this bitch running around here, motherfucking crystals, goddamn, with sage and shit. Where she come from? She picking up a damn a candle instead of a bottle. What's going on? But y'all accept me. Yeah, so that's the problem. And that was my whole struggle. That's mainly for me, my struggle. You know what I'm saying? Being a certain type of way. But
so you would say that if you feel like you recognizing that your friends are not accepting of who you are,
some people,
then that's when you would let go of a relationship.
Yeah, I would. Not you don't have to be just friends. It could be family.
Yeah, relationship. Yeah.
You know, and I feel like certain parts of it, I'm just like, damn, you know, this is it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they can be talk slick to you, or they can say little sly shit. You know what I'm saying? And they can say side eye stuff. It could be things that'll come back to you that you ain't heard about. I'm like,
where'd that come from?
Yeah, where'd it come from? What you talking about? So I'm just like,
everybody's not.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
So my thing for me, because I'm non-confrontational, like I don't want to.
Okay.
I am non-confrontational.
I guess because you're an extrovert. I'm struggling with that.
I don't want to argue with people. I don't want to argue with people. Like, if you've done me wrong, you know that you've done me wrong. I don't want to have to say to you that you've done me wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I would just rather let it go. And I take a lot more than I should from people, like, because y'all know that I'm like fucking give until like you like, and then still you can. I mean, I have been like kind of like stepped on by friends, and still like, all right, come on, you know, like I don't care because my heart is so big. I know, and so I'm not like it has to be.
I feel like that's abuse.
It is, but that's just who like I am.
Right.
For me, and then now for me, it has to be. I think I've had like one friendship that you guys know of where it was just like, for me, it was just like blatant. And like we had a difference of opinion. And even after the difference of opinion, like I called this friend and I was just like, fuck it. Like, all right, we don't agree on that, but so what? Like, this is my friend.
Right.
And then when I called that person, they were being distant. They were just like being like, they was on some bullshit. And I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what? Like, man, like, fuck, I don't need this. Right. So and then I just say, you know what? You go ahead. You know, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And that's it. And that's so I'd rather choose to do it like that. Like, you know, you take care of yourself. Now, if that person were to call me and be like, hey, how you doing or whatever, I'm not going to be like, I don't fuck with you no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't spoke to you in some odd years. I would just like, you know, I would just no, I mean, because you know, it takes so much energy to be mad. Like, I'm good. Yeah. Life is good for Tahita.
But you know what? I wouldn't be mad, but I'm not extending no olive branch.
I'm not extending it. But if you come to me, I'm receptive.
Where you been?
What you saying too, Ty? I see what you saying, Ty.
Why you been gone?
I know why you've been gone.
And what makes you think that? This is what pissed me off about that. People will think that time will heal shit. Instead of having an open dialogue and saying, what you said to me yesterday hurt my feelings, or having that open dialogue. I'm gonna be pissed at you, and then I'm gonna not talk to you for 5 weeks, and then I'm gonna call you and say, "Hey, girl, hey, I see your eyelashes on Instagram. They just popping." No, but then in the background it's still like unresolved. It don't even have to be it don't even have to be hostile. It's just an unresolved situation because you didn't have an open dialogue. So you can't come at me however much time later and think that put your pinky toe in
and
see if I'm gonna be like around or be like no with no open dialogue.
But I know so if you're my friend, I know you. You know what I mean? Like I know certain people how they operate. So I know some people come that they hot and they cold. They come through they need their space and they go away and they come back. This one particular situation was it was a disagreement. Like we weren't going to see eye to eye on this one, and that's fine. We don't gotta agree on everything,
right?
You know what I mean? But even still, like I said, if that person would have called me in any time between now and then, I'm receptive, like I said, because ain't nothing wrong with me. And even then, when I was this shit ain't my fault. This not my fault. This shit ain't my problem. This shit issue. This don't have nothing to do with me. You feel some type of way, all right? Because I apologize for, and we all know, y'all know me. I say shit, and then it was oh, that might have been hard, Tyheeda.
Like what you said about my mask.
What I say about your mask?
Nah.
Oh, look stupid.
Your ass ain't apologized for that.
The mask go over your nose, B. You can't wear the mask under the fucking particles is still going everywhere. Fuck out of here, Kendra. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't apologize for shit.
I apologize. I know that I can say I could be harsh. I can be harsh, but now I know who I can say that shit to. I realize Timber don't pay me no mind no more. Timber gonna keep doing Timber. I can say some shit. Timber I'm gonna keep doing. Timber told me that. She's you can say what you want, and I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway. And I said, "Well, you're right." No, we were having a regular conversation.
Oh, okay.
And you was like, and I listen, but I don't care because I'm still gonna do what I want to do. And I was like, and you will, and that's fine. Yeah. But I have certain friends that take my shit to heart.
Yeah.
And it's no time.
Because I know I piece it together. I'll be like, all right, Ty know what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, Jesus. Ty know what she's talking about. I'm like, oh, she being extra today. Okay, now I'm going to take it down a couple notches. You know what I'm saying? But then I do circle back around. You know what I'm saying? Because I take, we have a friendship. We got a relationship. So I understand, and whatever that is that you say to me, I'm just like, okay, cool. Always take it in. I always take it in. Kendra the same way. I'm rocking with it. I'm good.
And you rough too, Sam.
I am a nigga.
I'm the softest. I'm the softest one in the bunch. I said I'm the softest one in the bunch.
I don't know.
Okay. What else are we doing?
Not the person that responded to a text. Beat it, nigga, get lost.
Hold on. Again, niggas sticking his pinky toe in and see how the weather is. No, it's cold over here. No, nigga, it's trick over here.
I'm good, nigga, get lost. He said,
I ain't talk to you. That's a good way to circle back around. I haven't talked to you. And I don't even know how long. Don't stick your pinky toe in. Try to see how shit is. Get lost.
Funny shit I had heard all
Sin.
So I guess is it at any point do you feel like you have to sever a relationship?
Yeah, when it makes you when it's unhealthy.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I'm okay.
Yeah.
I miss no point.
And everybody's not meant to just because I've known you for 20 years doesn't mean that we're gonna spend the rest of this lifetime together.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Bitch, we are
We've rocked these 20 years. We're not growing beyond this point.
Yeah.
Then,
No, I get it.
yeah. You know, everybody is not meant to grow with you and go on this life journey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Man,
I'm
woman,
realizing that too.
friend, family.
Yeah.
And family doesn't guarantee you a spot.
Right.
For my love.
Hey, cousin.
You like,
I don't.
I don't know. I don't know her either.
I don't know who this man is.
Okay.
Right.
You don't need to come to the family reunion. What are you talking about? You know, okay.
So,
all right. Because so when it comes to that, everybody brings something different. Mm-hmm. In every relationship, friendship, childrenship, manship, whatever, they bring something different. You know what I'm saying? To whatever it is that you're trying to establish. Just like you were saying, you trying to grow, you trying to do something better. And so everybody can't go. Everybody can't be in the boat with you. Mm-hmm. Everybody can't be floating along with you. Like, hey, your girl, all right, I'm gonna go over there. I'm going to that shore. Where you at? Mm-hmm. Oh my Lord.
No, Timber, you're right.
I'm right.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay. But you know I normally do this by myself, tyheedia.
Oh, that's okay. It's what you need.
I appreciate
banter.
You need me and Kendra in your life for
I do. Yeah. So that brings me to like the choices. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Everybody chooses what's best for them. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody chooses what works for them, even if it ain't the right thing, if it's the wrong thing. You know, you choose that. I'm grateful enough to know that me, you, Kendra, all of us are in a space where we still can grow together. Because we go back like car seats. Like, I know you, 20-something years.
Yes, ma'am.
Kendra, I know you like 15-some plus years. Like, it's 15 years.
Yes, ma'am. Longer than that. Yeah, because Savion wasn't even one yet when we met.
I mean, Alicia were the same age.
They were babies. Yep, they were one.
Oh, yeah.
Little bald head.
Yeah, you see it.
She was the cutest little.
She was such a beautiful baby.
I love it.
Her little crazy.
I love it. Okay, so that's what's up. I appreciate it. Let me make sure I ain't missed nothing else. Okay, hold on. All right, I got one last question.
I told that joker that I was going to be on TV tonight. And here he go FaceTiming me. And this is why relationships sever. Because he cannot let me get my fame on VA Nights. It's not about you, boo. Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna lie. So I guess
okay.
All right, so I don't know. I'm feeling like we kind of touched on it a little bit, but the heart wants what the heart wants.
I know what the heart wants.
Right.
And when you're in a relationship, friendship, whatever, what do you do when this part wants to keep you there, and this part says, "Listen, this ain't gonna work for you." What is the struggle? As long as you know me.
I roll with this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm such a very person that's based in logic, and I will try to talk a motherfucker out of being with me. I will. I have been. I'm this is not
And
even
you doing it for the best of you or them, or what are you doing?
For everybody involved. It's for everybody. You know what I mean? If we don't get along no more, you can still love me. Mm-hmm. I might still love you, but if in my mind, this shit not gonna work, and we just making each other, it's probably me making you miserable. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I'm saying, if we're making each other miserable, I will sit you down and tell you all the reasons I'm not good for you. And it's just why don't you get this?
Right.
Because I would rather a motherfucker leave me than me leave them. I don't want to hurt anybody. So for me, it's all right, Tyheedia, just sit here and spell this shit out and let's see if they get it. My heart won't keep me there. I love this person so much. Guilt will keep me somewhere because I don't want to be the one to hurt somebody.
Right.
So not so much that I love you so much and my heart is making me a fool for this person. My mind is this shit ain't working.
Right.
my heart is like, yeah, you love this nigga, but this shit ain't working. And it's like, as soon as the nigga realize the shit ain't working, and we get off. As soon as we get on, yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I don't let my heart like
dictate.
Yeah, I ain't pulling me around by my nose. Okay. Nah.
All right, with the motherfucking carrot and everything.
All
right. Go ahead, you can't do it.
Oh, the carrot is so delicious. It's so delicious. I live in my feelings.
I've been journaling.
Girl.
I live in my feelings, but what's dangerous about that is that after a while, you'll love to hate the person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because too much damage has been done.
Right.
So then you just have, you gotta go.
Yeah.
But the damage is done at that point.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I will start to, I love you so much I hate you because you're so unhealthy.
Right.
But it's sometimes it has taken that at times for me to begin to hate you for my heart to cut off.
That's deep.
I don't want to hate nobody.
That's deep.
I hate a nigga.
I don't want to have that. I don't want to
Kendra be having them deep.
I know.
Like,
I don't want to have to hate you. I want you to just realize that we are not good for each other anymore.
Right.
And just go ahead on and, go ahead with yourself.
Right.
But honestly speaking, that was falling in love with an idea, not a person.
Yeah.
That's where that
came from. Like the hope of what you could have been.
Right. The idea of what you could have been. The idea of what I see you can be. The potential that I see that you have versus the you that you given me.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's
so then when you take off them rose-colored glasses and you're like, oh, well, this is unhealthy.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's been unhealthy.
Right.
And it was you, honestly, that made the situation unhealthy because it wasn't. Yeah. No, but not just that. Like this wasn't your heart. This was your mind saying like, this is what I want, and I can make this person who I want them to be. And then as soon as I can make this motherfucker who I want them to be, then we could be perfect, and then we can have all those things that I want.
And I've never thought that I could make somebody who I wanted them to be. Maybe not consciously, but I and still feel like if I love you, you have no reason not to change or reciprocate that love to me or to do me dirty.
Yeah,
in a very general sense.
Right.
If I love you, and I'm in. Mm-hmm. There's no reason for you to mistreat me.
Right.
But maybe they ain't mistreating you. Maybe
I'm mistreating myself.
I mean, honestly, because maybe that's just who they are.
I was about to say that.
You know what I mean? Like, who I am is who I am. Right. And if somebody says, like y'all, you guys know, I say, like, my words can be harsh. I don't mean no harm. I don't know no other way to say it. So, it's not that I'm trying to hurt you. I'm just saying what I'm thinking.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I'm being me. And in the course of me being me, I might hurt you. But that don't mean that, like, I'm taking our relationship or anything for granted. If you tell me that I'm doing something wrong, like if you tell me, Tyda, that was messed up, and I don't apologize and I just keep doing it, then now it's my fault. But prior to that ain't my fault. It's your fault for not saying nothing. Right. And that's how I feel. If I offended you and you don't say nothing, you have to tell me that I'm, being an asshole for me to stop being an asshole.
Right.
So I still don't think I'm being an asshole. I just feel like you're being sensitive. However, I can recognize when I hurt somebody's feelings, and I will apologize for your feelings, but not for what I said, because I said what I said.
Because everybody that's not you, like everybody's not gonna do the same thing that you do. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, everybody's not gonna reciprocate everything that you do. So
and that's the same with men. Like sometimes we want them to, to be different. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, because you hurting me. And I'm like, well, did we say that you were hurting me? Like, have I said to you, like, this shit that you're doing was hurting me? No. We just sit around and look sad and then want them to be like, oh, shit. I'm
act out.
Act out. You know what I'm saying? I won't make dinner. I'm like, oh, you hungry? I'm not. You know what I mean? I could be hungry here, but I won't cook. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You have to say to men, you know what I mean? Like you've hurt me. You've done this, that, and the third. So they
overall, though, like you said, overall,
anybody, you gotta say it.
Yeah,
because if not, Tidy gonna do what she want to do.
And then after that, I've been a firm believer. After I say it, and after I get that shit out, you do what you gonna do with it.
Exactly.
You know, and I just sit back on it. That's it. Because I did my part. I did what I said what I need to say on it. And it's nothing more pivotal than you actually saying out loud, this, like you said, this is how you hurt me. This is what's going on. This is how I might have hurt you. Right. Come on, let's talk with it. We can vibe with it. We can talk about it. But, you know, that's another conversation for another goddamn.
You have to have but you have to have conversation.
You do.
In all relationships.
You do.
Male, female, female, like friendships, family. You gotta have a conversation, because until you have the conversation, people don't know what they did to you.
Right.
And that shit could live in your head. And you sitting around mad at something. And that's why
why you mad at somebody.
Right.
That's why
when that joker come on the phone or they pop up on the phone, or if you see them, you just like the anger, the hostility, that shit pops up first.
Yeah.
That comes automatically.
And that's a waste of energy.
It is.
I'm mad at you and you living your life.
Right.
That's why I tell people don't stay mad. I was like, you can't be mad at someone. They don't even care no more.
Right.
They don't have a great time.
I don't even know if they even cared in the beginning.
Exactly. They don't care.
You mad at me? Like, I don't even know why. They're like, surprised.
The little girl said, what I did?
What I did?
What you?
What did I do? Why you stopped talking? We stopped vibing. You ain't answer my calls.
Yeah.
But that's how I go sometimes. So this can definitely be another conversation for another day. I truly appreciate y'all coming down here to rock with me. I love
y'all. And we love you back. Samari said, and I love you back.
So I appreciate y'all coming. I appreciate y'all too coming out to vibe with us. To vibe with us. Until next time, please share, like, subscribe, and until next time, peace.